Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix
What's
Lord
up,
212, and I'm with David Aston. What's up, David?
Well, viewers, we're with everyone, including yourselves.
What's up, Suzy?
I'm broadcasting live from my
Hi, Suzy.
Hi.
Hi, Phillip Archer.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Have to get it in there. Hi. All right.
Hi.
Ha!
Yara.
The powerful
Yara.
This is a thumbnail. All right.
Yara.
from now.
So you're upset
So anyway,
that they
what happened,
canceled the
David?
Lando movie, they canceled the Ben Kenobi movie, they canceled the Boba Fett movie, they canceled tons of Star Wars movies.
What?
That's
Time
right.
for a rant. May I do a rant?
Yes,
What?
you're right.
Here's an idea. Does this sound like genius to you? Kathleen Kennedy seems to have a fucking man crusade or something.
Huh?
Here's a good idea. Let's push the Star Wars franchise into the future by cancelling every single fucking thing that is important to the Star Wars fans and the normal fans. Let's cancel a film about everybody's favorite Jedi in between, well, the most important gap ever, the end of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Let's cancel the film about Boba Fett because nobody wants to see those films, apparently.
Well, the Boba Fett movie was canceled because of the TV series that they're making of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, The Mandalorian. I was going to ask, who's doing that then? If they're going to cancel all the...
That's why they canceled the Boba Fett movie.
Boba Fett is the Mandalorian.
But they can't have
That'd be
two.
the perfect launching pad. You could introduce characters in that movie that could be mainstays of the TV show.
Yes.
Good. A good point.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
They wanted to.
I've got my mic because I'm that fucking good.
Right. You know what? I'm going to drink with you, but I'm going to drink some water, man, because that's healthy now. All right. Damn it.
I'm not a drinker, but there you go.
Right. I'm not a drinker. I'm a drinker. So, David, what else bothers you?
I'm going to dress up in my Princess Leia.
What else ails you?
Jedi bra.
What else ails you?
What else me, good sir? I don't know. I don't know what else.
I don't know.
I think I know why the Star Wars...
Just some of the decisions coming out of Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are so stupid. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? You have two groups of people wanting to see the film, fans and non-fans. And let's be honest, everybody loves Star Wars. Everybody, just like the Beatles, has at least one. Yeah, everybody has one Beatles song they love, and everybody has one Star Wars film that they love. So it makes no sense to go around cancelling anything that would make you that money. And from a financial point of view, that's what Disney wants to make, money. I cannot understand some of the illogical decisions that some of the twats have been making in the Disney / Star Wars worlds recently. I mean, first they treat Luke Skywalker like, they write him like some, I don't even know what was going on there.
I don't know.
It's lucky when I saw that Last Jedi, I was drunk and stoned, because if I saw it when I was sober, I would have been crying by the time I got out of the cinema.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do?
No drugs, kids.
Last Jedi almost made Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Yeah. I'm not joking. I believe that The Last Jedi has done a lot of damage. The thing is, from all the franchises, from watching all the videos of what culture, whatever, all it takes is one really bad film,
yeah,
and it can kill off an entire franchise. Doesn't make
absolutely
any difference if it's a movie or comics or a TV show, if you fuck it up, fans and non-fans will leave you forever.
Absolutely. Just like if you screw Doctor Who up with this references that there's other doctors that are female, you're going to screw up the whole thing forever. But anyway.
And that's Hobgoblin, by the way, everybody.
Oh. So did
Hobgoblin. Your choice was sobriety.
What do you think? All right, I know you probably didn't see the Halloween movie, the new one. But what do you think? Are you against the fact that they did another Halloween or no? David asked.
Yeah, but which one? Because I remember one podcast with Phillip and the others, you were reading out all the different movies. It's a remake of a remake. It's a reboot of a reboot.
Shit. Well,
like,
you know what? The other day I did a video and I kind of...
One is the real Halloween. Who knows? Who gives a shit? I mean, they'll probably make another one.
Right, there's Halloween.
I think they should make Halloween with dwarfs.
Oh.
I'd pay to see that.
That's Philip's reaction is perfectly what my reaction is when you said that. So there was the first Halloween, then there was Halloween 2. Then there was Halloween 3, which they decided as a company they wanted to do other movies without Michael Myers and just called it Halloween and just try to make money off that. And that failed, although I did like that film.
The first 2 films were proper Halloween movies.
Yes.
The second was a continuing of the original.
Right.
The third one was basically an anthology movie. And the fourth one was... Well,
Michael Myers came back.
Yeah.
In the fourth one.
And then
the fourth one was tied to the fifth one.
Original, that bold bloke, Dr. Bloke, who...
4 and 5 were together. Dr. Loomis. 4 and 5 were together. That was together. Yeah. And then you had the Abomination, which was the Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, where they tried to introduce either he kept coming back to life because of some drug or some cult or some runestones or some whatever, and they just kind of, and then they said something about they tried to make a new Michael Myers, having him with his niece and having a baby, and that got weird. I
think that's the same as when they...
That was the worst one, I think.
That's the same as when they introduced midichlorians into...
Right, that was the worst Halloween movie.
It's totally unnecessary.
Right.
Some things should be left unexplained, so there's an air of mystery for the... viewers can sort of, imagine themselves.
I remember them covering Halloween 6. And Halloween 6, they covered it on a channel called Movie Time, which later became Entertainment Television channel. But it was Movie Time before that. But anyway, and then he died. The actor that played Dr. Loomis, which was a tragedy.
The franchise never dies.
He died filming that movie, and
he doesn't die. Jason Boy never dies. He just comes out and slashes lots of horny teens.
Right.
I think there's an analogy. I think he's missed out, his time to do that himself. So it's almost like a revenge thing on the teens, sort of kill them after they've had sex. So
wow.
I've probably said more than I realized.
Donald Pleasance was the actor that played Dr. Loomis. He passed away filming the 6th one.
But he had a fantastic career before that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you look at the bio of all the great Hollywood horror actors, Vincent Price and Peter Cushing, all my heroes, you'll see them. They've all studied Shakespeare because when their generation, that's the 30 to the 50s, it was expected that they should be, on the stage learning Shakespeare and everything.
Yeah.
But the problem is, some parents used to think that an acting career meant you were one of them or whatever. But now.
Well, then we're going to the next movie. The next movie, they did a movie called Halloween H2O, which was supposed to be Halloween 20 years later, which they erased Halloween. Obviously, 3 wasn't part of that. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 they erased. So this was supposed to be a sequel to Halloween 2, technically, which would have been really Halloween 3. But then they tried to change things with the history, and I really didn't like it that much, but it was still better than Curse of Michael Myers. And then they had this dramatic ending.
What did you dislike about the film?
Because
from a connoisseur point of view.
Because the thing that I don't like about it was the fact that I don't like when movies try to change the history of the franchise. So if they could have just picked up from 5, where she gets reunited with her daughter, and just wiped out 6, that would have been fine. Because Daniel Harris was fantastic in the Halloween movies. But they never did, and I didn't like the take on it. Laurie Strode became the way she did. So I didn't really welcome that as much, and I didn't enjoy it. And then they tried to kill off Michael Myers at the end, but of course, you knew they would make it a thing that he's definitely dead, but then he wasn't. We knew he wasn't. So that didn't go over well. And then the next one, Halloween Resurrection, they showed that she killed her boyfriend or husband or whatever the hell it was, and that she went to a mental institution because she was traumatized that she killed her boyfriend husband instead of Michael Myers, and then Michael Myers found her and killed her, and then they just started her from there. To where at the end he got burned, but he still lived. Then we got another reboot, sort of, with Rob Zombie.
This is where it gets complicated.
Where it was 1 and 2, but it was totally 2 was just I don't know. But they tried to make it different with Michael Myers and the way he was, and Daniel Harris also was in that, which she did fantastic, by the way.
And then Dolly Parton takes over as Michael Myers, presumably. I mean, let's face it, she's
right. Well, then we had this is how the new movie comes in. Then we had a fight of words with Rob Zombie and John Carpenter, where John Carpenter, Rob Zombie, said that Michael Myers was immortal. And John Carpenter's like, no, he's not. I created him. He's not immortal. He could die. And Rob Zombie's like, have you seen the sequels? I know you wrote the script for 1 and 2, but have you seen the sequels? He's like, I've never seen them. They're like, well, how could you not see your character's movies? You would know. So he's like, he's not immortal. He could die and everything. So then he contacted the studio and this is ridiculous. I have to show that Michael Myers could die. So I want to do a Halloween movie. And then they got Danny McBride and all that stuff. And then they're like, well, we're going to change the whole thing. We're going to wipe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection, Rob Zombie's 1 and 2. And it's just going to be Halloween 1. But the ending is when he falls off the balcony, he just gets captured. There you go.
The whole point is, really, at the end of the day, it doesn't make any difference. There's 2 people who care about these films. The ones who are fans like yourself and Suzy, who's just left, and also the suits who, for them, it doesn't really matter what happens, really. Well, it's just money to them.
They filmed it, and they did a test screening, and nobody liked the ending. Nobody. People hated it. The company got scared that it was going to fail. They didn't like certain things in the movie, so they had to go back in there, and they had to shoot stuff.
Here's an idea, Joe. Let's ask Suzy what do you think of the Halloween movies?
She didn't see you didn't see the new one, right?
No, I haven't seen the new one, but
you don't like Halloween stuff, right?
I liked 1 and 2.
Okay.
But any of the other stuff.
What's your opinion, Suzy, on the series from the original up to the present day to the...
Well, she hasn't seen any of them.
I only saw 1 and 2. I only saw 1 and 2.
She hasn't seen
I saw more Jason movies and more Freddy movies than I did Michael Myers.
Well, what about you, Philip?
I'm the same with Susie. I've seen more of the movies she's just mentioned than of the Michael Myers one. The last one I actually remember watching Michael Myers was H2O. That was the last one I saw.
So here's what happened. They refilmed it. They did the scenes. People loved it. And then they got positive buzz that people were going to really love this movie. They were going to make tons of money, more money than they've ever made ever. And they went to John Carpenter. This is my opinion, by the way.
Yeah.
And they said, well, this whole purpose to make the movie was to kill Michael Myers. But this movie is going to make more money than probably a whole bunch of movies put together. So we're going to make 2 more, right? Mm-hmm. He's immortal, right? And then they're like, of course, he was like, probably no. And then my opinion, here's some cash. He's immortal, right? And then, yes, he is immortal. Yes. Yes, with the whole purpose of making this movie, this doesn't make any damn sense. You know what? Retirement plan. Let's do 2 more Halloweens. And that's what we got now.
And on that note, viewers, as Philip Archer is looking like Steve McQueen, shall we move the conversation to something else?
Yes, I have to. Yeah, that's my point. There's a point. So because of the popularity of Halloween making almost $200 million, the #1 horror slasher of all time, records going through the roof, Robert Englund announced that he would come out of retirement
to do Freddy Krueger.
Play Freddy Krueger one more time if they want him.
There's no such thing as one more time in Horrorland.
So guess what? Then
he's gonna do it.
Well, wait. Then we got Heather Langenkamp, who plays Nancy, just came out.
I had such a big boner for her.
This week, just came out and said, "Well, I would return as Nancy, yeah." And it's like, oh my God!
The original.
Will you lose your shit? Yes, you will.
Joe, I'm going to say something here. There's 3 female heroes of mine. Heather Langenkamp as Nancy from the the Freddy movies.
Yes,
He appeared in 1, 3, and the New Nightmare.
Yes, 3 of them. Yes.
And also Ripley. And this is why it really irritates me when modern feminists say, "No, aren't fucking treated with respect. They're not treated at all, blah, blah, blah." But the thing is, in the 80s, they inspired me. I actually did a, back in high school.
They inspired me too to never have cats. When that friggin' thing hit, I'm like, screw that. No,
I did a video back in high school about the Elm Street films. And I did it with a video recorder and a crappy camera type thing. And yeah, I like Nancy. She was really good.
You said 3 heroes. Who's the third one?
Suzy? What do you think?
Who's the third one?
Let's ask the woman.
You said you had 3 female heroes.
Did you figure it out?
You said 2.
Sounds like it came from.
I said 2.
Oh, I thought you said 3.
Marie Curie is number 3.
Okay. Even Susie's looking like.
Let's ask Suzy what she thinks.
Suzy is muted, but we're going to ask Philip Archer. Buffy. You know, like freaking Buffy?
Buffy, I haven't watched that since I was a little teenager, but go on.
What female characters were you fans of? Like, Sarah Connor, obviously, Linda Hamilton.
Oh, Linda. Oh,
You don't like her?
Sarah
Ah,
Connor.
damn, I didn't think of that.
Sarah Connor in the original Terminator movies. Yes, she was good. Oh, hang on, let me breathe. I've got a cold.
Hey!
Get away from her, you bitch. Anyway, but let's carry on. Isn't Sarah Hamilton returning to Terminator the
Yes.
remake?
Yes.
Which is a stunning applause, to be honest, because I didn't think she'd come back to that franchise at all.
I know. But this is another reason for the Terminator movie, and it's not what you think either.
Go on.
So the reason why this Terminator movie is happening is not what you think. James Cameron came out and started bashing the crap out of the Wonder Woman movie and saying how, that's not a fair representation. I'm going to paraphrase. In so many words, he pissed off the feminist community, the women that love, right. He pissed off all the women.
Yes.
That's just feminists. And pissed off Wonder Woman director and all that stuff. And
Did you say piss off the feminists? Well, hey!
Well, besides the film. So he pissed off a lot of people. And then he says, because he has, my opinion again, he says, well, I wrote like one of the most powerful female characters. And I think that my character, Sarah Connor, needs to return, my ex-wife, Linda Hamilton, and show them how it's done. So he calls her up, sets her up to join the gym, says, that's it, we're going. We're going in. I'm getting rights back to Terminator. We're doing this. And that is the only reason you're getting a Terminator movie is because he can show you how female representation needs to be and true female characters. In fact, he's going so overboard that he showed pictures of the new Terminator, and it looks like there's not John Connor at all, but all these women in it. So it's like, what the hell? So, yeah. So,
no disrespect to Suzy or any woman that's watching this podcast or anything like that. I am getting a bit fed up to the back of the teeth with all these women-centric roles that are going on, happening in the world of industry and acting. It's like, why? I know it's Women of the Year. Is it sort of like Women of the Year sort of year?
You know how like 1 year zombies are in?
Yeah.
Women are in. Yeah. It's a trend.
I'm getting a bit tired of it all. It's become a bit stale.
Here's the thing. Somebody said, why don't we reboot Nightmare on Elm Street with a female Freddy? And of course the women like, absolutely not. They don't want to be represented that way to be with horror icons. So they're like, no.
Can you imagine it, a female Freddy? You see these knives?
They already are. They already are, Joe. The first one that was ever put on TV was Lizzie Borden.
Oh yeah.
How can you not be considered? I just look at it that way.
That's a different thing entirely.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
They already made
the story. It really happened.
But they're talking fictional characters, not.
Lizzie Borden's real.
I know that. That's why I'm talking fictional characters like Freddy. They don't want her to.
Joe, let Suzy speak for a bit.
It's okay. No, as far as my favorite female characters, mine would have to be the Bionic Woman.
Oh yes, Lizzie Wagner. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's the only Bionic Woman that
I would say Pamela Voorhees. Yeah, because it was an inspiration for Jason to just put on a pillowcase, and then maybe a hockey match and just continue. Yeah.
Suzy, I don't know if you ever watched it, but did you ever touch on the remake of Bionic Woman with Michelle Ryan?
We talked about that a long time ago.
I couldn't get into that.
It was a bit.
I really couldn't.
They tried to be like the Matrix.
I related to Lindsay Wagner because she was the Bionic Woman when I was growing up.
Yeah, same here.
So that's why I relate to her. But yes, I did. I saw a couple episodes of those.
Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, original.
She's the only Wonder Woman for me. But I do have to give Gal Gadot credit. She's
I'll
really
give her credit too, because she's not as bad as everybody thinks she is.
She's great.
She does a stunning
as
job.
long as you don't see some people just, and women too, they all see other women that are portrayed as strong individual characters, but they still think that guys are looking at it because, well, she's beautiful, she's got the short outfit, you know, it's all that. And it's
The
like
thing you have to remember about that era, when Susie, when you were growing up, it was women's lib was blossoming. You know,
Well,
feminism was growing strong. So, from your point of view as a young girl, it would have been like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the same era. You know, sort of to a young.
But back then, it was just pure escapism. We didn't have this kind of like mentality that women's lib and all that. We just were kids enjoying a show where the actress or actor are giving us something that we want. These days, it's like we're going to put a woman in charge now just to be an SJW about it. Like,
I don't think women were stupid in the 70s. There were a lot of women shows that had women and men on equal grounds.
yeah.
I think I discussed this before, and you know, they had Linda Carter, they had Farrah Fawcett, Jacqueline Smith,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know.
that's right.
Farrah Fawcett.
So you know, I understand what it was
She
like.
actually married.
I grew up in the middle of that.
She actually married the $6 million man.
Yeah, Lee Majors. Yeah,
With the $6 million.
Yeah, she was when they first started out. Yes, they were married to each other, but by the time she went on Charlie's Angels, they had already divorced each other. So yeah, oh yeah. The so I grew up with a whole different concept on how women were supposed to act in society. So
I think by the end of the
people
70s,
put a different spin on it now.
I mean,
I watched it for entertainment, enjoyment.
This is my thinking, Susie. By the end of the 70s, sorry for talking over you. By the end of the 70s, what women wanted was, the thing is, from everything I've heard, I was born at a rather curious time. I was born at the end of the 70s. So the 80s and 90s were the end of the old, stay-at-home women or whatever, and the blossoming of second and then third wave feminism. So in a way, it sort of screwed me up a little bit. But I don't like modern feminism at all. Maybe it reflects something in me, sort of selfish, and my drinking and drug taking is a sign of greed and not much hard work. I'll be honest.
I mean, Joe, do you think Miss Marvel's going to work when it comes out?
Absolutely.
Because they changed
I mean, I think it's going to do well, but I don't think it's going to do as well as they think it's going to do, because while I saw the trailer, there was nothing about it that really got me like, this is going to be the greatest Marvel movie ever.
It didn't stand out.
No, it was like, it's going to be good, like
it's
Ant-Man and the Wasp type of thing, but not going to be like Infinity War type of thing. It's not going to be like an Iron Man, Thor, Ragnarok type of thing. It's there. It's just there, and that's...
Captain America's going to get killed off.
Maybe.
I'm confused about
it.
No,
not maybe. Not maybe. Chris Evans did a tweet, which I saw, where he said, "My last day on blah, 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 as Captain America, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah, that could mean anything. It doesn't mean he's dead. He could be aged to be 80 years old. And
there's a possibility that we've overlooked. The events in, Infinity War Part 1 might be in a different universe entirely.
No, it's the real universe. It's not a different universe.
But you would think that.
No,
I'm a genius, so listen to me. Basically, everybody believes they're in the real universe, but the real truth is there's an infinite number of universes
Well,
according
that's what
to
the next movie was
modern
like.
science. Yeah.
Not this
So
movie.
everybody would think they're the original of the original of the original of the original times 10 trillion or whatever.
Take your back. We're going to lose any second. We're going to drop out. So take care. Bye for now.
Bye.